All right. What is Escape from Tarkov? All right. So, Escape from Tarkov is a looting simulator. I don't even. So basically, you go out into the world in several different maps. There are real players out there. There are bots out there, and your job is to scavenge the environment to basically come out with the best loot. It is a first-person shooter. It falls more in the ranks of Arma than PUBG because of some of the kind of like the realistic aspects of the game. But first and foremost, really, the most important thing is there's a couple different versions of the game that you can buy. I have a ferret right now that is all over my keyboard. What do you want? What do you want? Stay down there. I mean, it's you could spend from $45 to I think like $130, and really, it comes down to like an inventory management gamble. So, in the game, killing me, ferret. In the game, you could play as two characters. So, this is your main character. You can't see my mouse on the right-hand side. Your PMC. It says main character underneath. That is the guy that you're leveling up, that you want to send out in the field with the best gear to collect the best gear. Okay. So what he is wearing and what he is armed with comes directly from inventory. And as I was saying before, based on what version of the game you buy will increase the stash size. Now, you can level this up as you play, but if you buy the more expensive versions, you'll just have a bigger area, which is not necessary. I mean, because what you're doing essentially is you're keeping the gear you want to keep, and then you're going to these fences to sell the gear you don't want, this is my gear on the right hand side, and buying their gear, which is on the left. And you notice a couple of them are hidden. It's just simply because I haven't investigated what they are. But a lot of different guns, a lot of different bullets. There's definitely some inventory management in this game. It looks daunting, and it sort of is, but once you kind of get the feel of it and you kind of play with people, you'll get it. So, but what you notice, there's another character here called a Scav. Now, what a Scav is basically a character you can play. Every time you play around, it rotates, so you'll get a different looking dude, different weapons. And really, what you're using this guy for on the left is to go out in the field and collect stuff to sell or give to your main dude to take into the field. Now, nominally, when you play as a Scav, 90% of the other players you play against are also Scavs. So, nominally, everybody's starting with a gun, some heals, and that's it. Normally, when you're playing as your PMC, that's where you're killing other PMCs, and those dudes, I mean, you're killing other humans with their best loot. So nominally, it's low risk, low reward when you play as the Scav. You finish a match, come back to the inventory screen. You basically take your Scav inventory, which would be on the left, put it to your right, and then you're basically arming your dude over here. So, like, there's really no point to the game other than, like, collect the best loot and ruin people's hopes and dreams. I think Corey figured out you could play it in groups up to 5. But, like, when you go into a match, like, as far as I know, like, me and Corey have played matches, and we've gone against squads of 4. Like, I mean, there's no, like, if I play duos, I go against duos. Though, normally when I play as a Scav, I don't run into more than 2 dudes in a party. And, like, you can't tell. Like, it's not like they get little, like, it's like PUBG. They don't get little names over their head. It's not like Call of Duty where you can clearly see who's on your team. Like, me and Corey have accidentally shot each other because we didn't quickly identify friend versus foe. So I'm going to take you guys through a quick match as a Scav. I don't want to play as my main because I'm going to lose some of my aiming quality here because of the stream. So you would go to Escape from Tarkov. So I can see the character I'm going to play. Looks like he's got an SKS. Doesn't have any armor on his head. Maybe I'll get lucky, have armor on his chest. Here are the different maps. Now, the game is in beta. You'll see there are some maps that are not available. But normally, Shoreline is the easiest basic one to play, and I know it the best. Now, what you're going to see me do, and I'm going to just get it set up, is when you get into a map, you have extraction points, and they are not determined until you walk into the map. So I'm going to open up like just a GIF, not a GIF, but like a picture of the map. So when I see my extraction points, like I know where I need to go. So I'm just Shoreline. You get 2 different times. I'm going to do this. It's going to be kind of hard to see people, but it's better than it getting dark. Pretty much you can just hit next. Hold on a second. Oh, shit. I did not pick my scav. Oof. You'll see there's some other players in here. Looks like there'll be 5 players that are playing as non-scavs. So again, you'll go into a map, and there will be people playing as their main. There will be people playing as scavs, and then there's actually a lot of bots. And the bots are kind of stupid until they actually start shooting at you, and then they don't miss, which is a little bit frustrating. So normally, you see somebody standing still, just fucking pop them in the head. The game is pretty realistic with damage. You shoot somebody in the head once, they're dead. There's different bullets in the game, AP, AT, you know, depending on what kind of armor people are wearing, like they're going to chew through it. And I'll kind of discuss it as I go. There's a lot of, I mean, it is a basic run, walk, crawl, crouch, loot game, but there is a bunch of like keyboard things where you want to check ammo in the chamber. That's where like kind of the realism is, because you don't know how many bullets are in your gun after you start shooting. You have to like manually check. I would say this game has the, like, when it comes to like the looting and the movement, very much like DayZ and Arma, or at least the looting, where like how kind of realistic is to count your bullets and load up your mags. Though the beauty of it is nominally in DayZ you're pretty much running around and doing that in the field, versus in this game, you know, your character's going to load in with a gun, he's going to load in with mags, they're already got bullets in them. There's not, you know, unless you're finding new weapons, picking up people's stuff, and you got to do a little inventory management, you'll see. So, again, like if I get shot up with this scav, no big deal. Now, the interesting thing of what they do in this game is they want you to play your main character. So what'll happen is when I finish this match, whether I live or don't, there will be a 20-minute timeout before I can use my next scav. Now, nominally, me and Corey, it takes 10, 15 minutes to organize your loot. You know, look at what you collected, sell to the right fence, because different fences, you sell different items for different values. So nominally, you could like spend 10, 15 minutes just fucking around post-match, and then you just kind of, you know, wait 5 more. All right, so we're going to load in here. Well, we should be loading in. I think I've kind of explained the basics. And again, you could play scavs and PMC in groups of 1 through 5. So, like, here we go. So we're in. So my extractions are in the upper right lighthouse and south fence passage. So I'm looking at the map right now on my other screen. Okay, so basically, I have to go to the southeast or northeast part of the map. Now I got to get my bearings. This is going to be kind of dark on stream. I didn't really consider that. So I'm checking my inventory. Again, I have no idea what this guy's spawning with. So I have an SKS. Yeah, I got a jacket, a backpack. These are health items in the top. Some extra bullets. I have no armor. So I'm not going to be able to take more than like 2 or 3 hits. Now, sometimes you spawn right on top of people. AIs and players. So far, I can barely see shit. Okay, so I know where I am. I am at what's called Svetli Den End. So I'm pretty much on the due west of the map. There'll be a town here to the right. It'll be very difficult to hit people in this this lighting. So pretty much like if I'm exclusively here to grab weapons to get out, I can basically take this scav right now. Because you're not really leveling up your scav. There's no reason to level up your character. Leveling up basically opens up better weapons to buy, better skills to upgrade, stuff like that. Really, your scav is you're just trying to get shit out of the world and get it to your main character. Basically, if I wanted to, I could just exfil right now, stay, completely in cover, and I would be able to keep this SKS and those bags, stuff like that. But it's about inventory management, right? Like you saw my inventory for my main. Like I got some space, but I already have decent weapons. It's just, like I said, playing as a scav is much easier because everybody else is playing as a scav. It's kind of the odds are even versus like when you go into a game with your mains, like you could be playing people who are like level 50, which doesn't mean anything other than the fact that they probably just have better weapons and better armor. You could still get the drop on them and murder them, but kind of heads up, there's obviously skill involved, but you may have bullets that have difficulty piercing their armor, and it takes 2 or 3 times the bullets. Now, this is not like Call of Duty where it takes 90 bullets to kill somebody. It's really the difference between shooting somebody twice and shooting somebody 4 times. Good recoil on these guns. I would say it's like PUBG-esque, though. What you have to understand from a first-person shooter is character model size. PUBG, the character models are pretty small. In this game, they're not as big as like Battlefield. They're about Call of Duty size. So while the recoil is moderate to heavy, obviously upgrading your gun improves that. It's not too hard to aim and hit somebody, in my opinion. I guess what catches you off the guard the most is there's so many guns in this game. And like as a scav, when you're playing with different guns each time, it's not like you're running around shooting your gun all the time. So again, right now, I'm playing very cautiously. I'm not running in the middle. I'm literally running the perimeter, which I may run into somebody doing the exact same thing. Because where I just started is somebody else's extraction point. Nominally, they're going to make you run across the map like 80-90% of the way. I thought that was a guy. Bush. So I would not be surprised if I ran into somebody going my direction, coming my way, because they spawned in a different quadrant. Now, again, there's only like 5 or 6 maps you can play. Me and Corey nominally rotate between 2. This is like... this is the one we know the best. And again, I still have my other monitor open to help me navigate. Now, you could grab your phone and do the same thing. There's a guy right there. And these are probably humans. He's got a buddy. See how they were... I mean, it's hard to describe, but there's 2 guys. I hit that guy 3 times. Fairly confident in my accuracy. Now, if I didn't... So I have no way to know I killed him unless I literally go up to his body and see it dead. Sometimes they scream out. Now, what's probably going to happen is the second guy that I did not engage, that was behind him, is going to lie in a bush and see me first and probably kill me. Now, what I could do is go completely around. I think I hear him yelling. Which normally only AIs do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that a speed bot? I don't think that... I think that's just latency. I think it's latency. Oh, he's going to be super hard to hit. I don't know how many bullets hit. Maybe 1 out of those 3. Basically, my target's somewhere up front. Walking backwards using the tree. I mean, I only saw 1 up. Now we're making a lot of noise. Obviously possible to get third-partied here. Again, I don't have armor. I mean, I had 2 shots. He's probably got a DMR of some sort. I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I hit him. Normally, it's pretty common for people to, like, lay down in a bush and try to heal. Check my flank. It's going to be very difficult for him to shoot me through this bush. Unless he knows I'm here and he gets a good... And he can come from behind. I think I killed the first guy. Or he's, like, severely injured. And he's just lying in a bush trying to heal. I don't know if that's a guy right there. Fuck. Now, what they could have been doing is he... I just got DC'd. Okay. It happened. This is beta. I don't know if my character model disappears in game, but I was in a combat scenario one time where I DC'd. The game's in beta, and obviously you saw that dude fucking. And that is actually pretty rare to see. That's actually the first time in 20 games that I've seen somebody lag across the map like that. So, fortunately, you can get back into those games. Have to wait for this menu to load. Obviously, if you're watching the video, you can just basically skip ahead at this point. Note, beta testing up top. I'm pretty sure your character model, like, disappears, so it's not like he's going to walk up to me and I'm just be standing still and he's going to murder me. Come on. Shit takes so long. Reconnect. All right. Normally when you get the session start, it'll load. Right, it's the next screen it loads. So I guess where I was kind of fortunate about that, and what's happened to me before is I saw both guys versus seeing only one. Sometimes, like, you kill a guy, you think he's alone, you go, try to go loot his body, and his buddy just murders you. That happened to me yesterday. All right. Now, if he didn't DC, he could be anywhere at this point. So, I'm going to be curious. Hit a little piece of lag. I don't know why he's not shooting back. He might be DCing. This might just be a bad server. I'm not sure what's going on. This doesn't normally happen like this. Alright. So this is just a bad server. This has never happened to me before. I don't know what happens at this point. DC twice like this. I mean, it is the weekend, more traffic, I don't know. So maybe that's what happens. Like, people just kind of freeze. Really good first impression of this game. So that's what happens when you... This is fucking stupid. I'm getting pissed. We're not going back in. Oh, it's saying I died? I think that's what it's about to tell me is I died. That music means I died. Which is such horse shit. I've so completely admit, never seen the game do this. Just I got into a bad server. Yeah, I didn't die. No, I didn't. Fuck off. Oh, and you see this too? This is not... Oh, wait, no, that's my character. Killed by a OP. Yeah, so basically what happened is somebody killed me when I respawned, and the game didn't figure that out until a little while after. Great. So the game doesn't normally work this way. That was just a bad server. So I'm going to be locked out from using my Scav. You see, come back. I'm locked out. It's a different character, different gun. But what I will do is I'll use my main. I'm probably not going to live because I'm playing solo. You definitely want to do this with a group, but I'm not going to be too butthurt if I lose. So the thing you want to make sure is you have the right magazine. So you have an AK-55 mag. That's what I need. I think I have one more somewhere. I don't think I do. So I'm going to go in pretty light. 545 by 39. I don't know if that's what this is. No, see, it's 762 by 39. So what you can do is you can unload the ammo. So it's an FMJ. And the trick is, and this is, you know, this is part of the annoyance or fun, depending on the way you look at it. Let me see if I can find that item. And now that's a special gun, so I don't think it's gonna be here. Maybe this is it. Oh, this is it right here. Okay, we're good. So, you know, let's do 60. So I'm gonna bring some, I'm gonna drop this. bring some spare bullets. Basically, I can reload my mags. Top it off, load it up. So I'll play as my main. Go back to Shoreline. That's fine. Now, I have this option to insure my stuff. What does insurance mean? It means I need to pay some money to somebody that if I die, I get my stuff back. But here's the catch. If this is looted off my body, doesn't matter if it's insured or I don't get it back. And it takes 24 hours. So basically, if I die in the match, and now obviously, if you look in the middle where it says his name, return rate, expectations, you know, depending on your level with the merchant and your level is justified by how much you buy or how much you sell to them. Well, like right now, very slow means like a 24 hours in IRL time before I get that stuff back. So I'm not going to insure anything. I'm being, you know, kind of ridiculous. So what should I expect? I'm expecting real players in here. Probably going to get my ass handed to me because I'm playing solo. Because I could run into a group of 4 and I'm dead. So I think what I'm going to choose to do here is just go for my extraction point. Very minimal looting. It'd be different if I had Corey with me or like a partner. And we'll just see what happens. Hopefully we don't get server lag. I think that was just the bad server. But this character, you know, he's got chest armor. He's got... Basically, I'm going to be able to take a few more bullets before I die. That's nearly not saying much. And if you notice, right above his head is my level. I'm a level 1. So I've played about a dozen matches as Scavs. Does not change this level. And this level opens up some stuff once you level up. And I could show you guys. It's not really important right now. This is just the basics of the game. So obviously you could fast forward if you want as we load in. It's going to be kind of the same stuff. I'm going to check my mag, make sure we're good. I'm going to put my gun on full auto, just like PUBG. You want to set your fire rate before it fucks you over. And we're going to figure out where we need to go for extractions. Now, there will be real players in this game. There will also be scavs. Like I said, if you knock down real players, they're probably going to have really good loot. The trick of this game is to like be efficient with your inventory management because it does take a while to loot. You definitely want to steal their shit and get it out because you get to keep it. Let's see if I get lucky enough to drop somebody. I'm probably going to get murdered. A little bit different of a deployment window. Now, there is cheaters in this game. It's got Battle Eye on it. Normally, they're getting banned same day if their shit's detected. And, you know, this game, it really, really hurts you. All right, so tunnel, pier boat. Okay, this gun only goes single fire, which is okay. 30 bullets in the mag. My gun does this weird little zoom out thing when I scope it in. Now, nominally, like real quick, I'll show you this. In the upper right, the extractions, you'll see question marks and then tunnel, which doesn't. Tunnel basically means with the black, it's always available. You don't have to worry about it. The other two, from what I understand, it's like a first come, first serve. Think of it as like a boat at the lighthouse. If I get the lighthouse first and there's a boat, I take it and I leave. That boat no longer is available. So naturally, a lot of people are going to tunnel. Now, I'm not going to jinx myself. I haven't been murdered too many times, like at the extraction. It's only happened like twice. People camp it out. I understand why. Get it. So I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit because I need to hear. This is going to be a harder game. Also, you notice my screen might be a little bit unclear. It's because this helmet has glass and I don't know how to clean it. A little bit of shooting. A little bit more of a pucker factor playing as your real character, especially by yourself. I would say when it comes to aiming in this game, it feels pretty good. Like, you're not gonna flick like Call of Duty, but it's like it feels good. I think I know where I am. I do. I'm at what's called the Rock Passage. I got quite a ways to go to get out of here. Spawn point over here for some people. Bunker normally has a weapon box in it. I have gotten here second before and camped the guy out inside the bunker successfully. I'll know pretty quick if somebody's been here. Clear. Clear. Alright, it's been looted. Somebody's been here first. Now, how do I know it's looted? Normally it's like, there's always stuff in that box. It'll normally pop up as a question mark. So there's a school up there, and that has some really good loot. That is pretty much the hot spot. Me and Corey will sometimes venture there together. Mostly it's scavs. Got low risk, low reward. You do want to avoid sitting still too long because, again, one well-placed headshot on you and you're nominally dead. Even though I got this really nice helmet, you know, it's pretty realistic. This sometimes has like a rare piece. It's normally looted. Oh, where the fuck is it? I'm not there. So the door being closed doesn't justify anything. But like, I'd say 1 out of 10 times you get like a rare part. And what the rare part is back when I was with those traders, as you saw me, you could sell stuff. You can barter, and they can sometimes give you good stuff. Doesn't require rubles or dollars. It's just a bartering feature. Like, I know a guy that'll give you like a Glock with a 50-round drum if you give him if you find a Game Boy. Now it's tricky. So if you look at the bottom left, I have kind of like my stamina bar. The green decreasing is obviously because I'm running. Use your middle mouse button, you'll see a little arrow kind of go back and forth, and that will change how fast I walk. Normally it's a noise thing. So in this game, you'll realize you could be sitting in a bush and just turning makes noise. That guy is really low on stamina. I don't know why. I have my weight in the bottom left. You know what I did? So, depending on how long you sit in a match, you may want to bring food and water. It's not super important, but it will keep kind of like your max stamina up. And your stamina normally takes a hit. Yeah, so this is unlooted. So this is what unlooted looks like. So I'm searching. Now, I technically don't have to examine it. You just get a little bit of XP. Actually, more bullets for the gun I'm using. Now, this is a good game to have foot pedals for. I have mine. I don't have them currently set them up. I'm just being lazy. But again, I'm playing very, very conservatively here. I'm probably not the only one running the perimeter, as you saw in that last game. Now, I did get caught one of these games because some guy was like literally in a bush, being very patient. Good for him. Wait for me to pass. He shot me in the back, once in the chest. I was wheezing like a fucking fat man. And then he tossed a grenade in the bush I was in, which is really the right way to go. Because, like, when you hide in a bush, you're pretty well concealed. It's also kind of a way to confirm that I died, since, again, you get no knowledge that you killed the person you did, other than watching him fall down. Sometimes they cry out, but not a guarantee. Especially when you shoot them in the mouth. Even though I'm recording this, you know, I'm running this at about 70 frames a second, it does stress the computer out pretty well because it's not optimized. You'll get stutters, but they're very few and far in between. You saw that disconnect that we had last game. Like, I've never seen the multiple disconnect. That was just a bad server. It is what it is. Again, it was my scav. I'm not going to be super upset. If it was my main character, I would have been a little bit more peeved, but... Again, I have terrible loot right now. Like, this gun might look cool, but it's terrible compared to knowing what's out there. And it's shitty because, like, you'll get good loot, like really good guns, and they'll fucking tear people up. But you make a mistake, man, and you die, it's gone. I mean, I can think of maybe 2 games that I've died where they did not get my loot. And it was insured, and I got it back, but don't expect that. Nominally the best thing to do is, like, build a really nice gun, only insure your gun. I mean, bullets you can buy, it's no big deal. I'm almost at my exit, maybe like another 6 or 7 minutes. This town's probably got people. I really wish I could clean this helmet. There's probably a way to do it. I need to look it up. Change the visor out or something. I don't know. I bet you I could take the visor off. This probably offers me a little bit less protection. This is an exit for some people. I've been killed before trying to extract. That was me. I bumped into the fence. Somebody shot me from that corner. Again, it only takes a really good bush warrior to fuck me up. And, you know, it is what it is. But it's not super often that happens. It's happened to me like twice. Like, it's not like PUBG where somebody's camping behind a door with a shotgun. Because that's... I'm hoping maybe what you'll be able to see is we get into a fight, I live, I take some damage, I show you how they heal. Because the healing is a little bit strange. Because you have to go to this screen, figure out what's fucked up. Okay, broken leg, bleeding. Okay, bleeding, bandage, broken leg, splint. And then you heal, right? Normally you'll burn your water and food needs a little bit hotter. I mean, there's times I've died and I'm like, how did I die? It is frustrating, but it's part of the learning process. All right, so my extraction is like 100 meters around this corner. I'm gonna get no XP because I didn't murder anybody. Yeah, it's like right here. Now I pretty much beelined it here. Other people are gonna do the same thing, which is what I'm currently looking out for. There's a bush boy. He's like right here. That's my extraction, that tunnel. Hence the name Exfil 2 tunnel. Some people will fight on that barge. It's a little bit hard to figure out that distance right now. And there is a time limit to escape. I think it's 30 minutes. So, I mean, you can sit in here and play a little bit, but you gotta get out in 30 minutes. At least for this map. I think it's a little bit less. It's different extraction times for different maps. Very exposed here. I don't like it. I think that's pineapple juice. Again, that'll help the water right here. This is me being greedy right now. The guy right there. I don't know if you can see him. Very hard to see. Sometimes I carry a sniper rifle when I play with Corey. Now, I've been playing this for a little bit, so you could sometimes pick out which ones are AIs and which ones are humans. I'm breaking my rule about sitting still right now. He's right there. Might be two guys, which I'm thinking is not a scav. So... checking some key bindings. It does get pretty exciting when you drop somebody in this game. It is not it's a challenge. Like PUBG. Definitely enjoy shooting somebody looting, but it's a battle royale. You kind of expect it to happen sooner or later. It's not a guarantee in this game. Yeah, that's a guy. It's one. He's like right here. Pretty sure I've ID'd two. They have to come across the barge. I'm probably going to come up right here. I mean, I have a suppressed gun, but shooting somebody, if it just so happens to be down in the road, super dangerous for me to loot. Can't drag bodies in this game. It would be an interesting feature, to be honest. Moving on that boat's pretty noisy. As you'd imagine, sounds like you're walking on a catwalk. Again, I don't like sitting still like this. Literally takes somebody with a good eye catching me doing a shimmy. Now, I don't know if there's a beach here that they can run. I don't remember. Pretty sure they gotta come up on the road. He's in there still. It could be a bot because they're not. Yeah, there's two. Bots will be in groups. They can be. Not unusual. I mean, Kramer ran into a group of like 5. It's just bots won't leave that island. Yeah, maybe they're bots. I got the stamina. I'm just gonna run across. There's a beach. Yep, and they would have been able to. It's the water ship. I need to get inside, get cover from people that way. There he is right there. And again, bots are not going to be well armed, but they're worth XP. I can't jump. I don't know why. Okay, not good. Please crawl. Please crawl. Please crawl. Lay the fuck down. Alright, fine. I'm gonna get fucked. Headshot. These were humans, I'd be dead. This combat's gonna be a little bit closer than I want it to be. Shit. He's got a shotgun. Fuck. So I'm going to check my mag. Right? This is the one I just shot with. It's saying it's, you know, about half, that little squiggle. So I'm loading right now. Very long time. Man, I killed the 2 targets that were on this landmass. Biggest thing I gotta worry about is humans crossing. They're probably not gonna be well armed. Okay. I'll take it for now. So this is me searching. Take your knife or something. I don't think he shot, but we're gonna check it. Got time. And these are AIs. Because they were pretty bad. So I did dome that other guy. Pretty proud of that. This is not the guy I domed. This might be a human player that died. This is a human player. They don't... Yeah, okay. So this is good loot. That's a good helmet. These are worth selling. So you see I'm trying to make inventory space. A little bit of management. You want to be quick with this, just like PUBG. What the fuck is this? 6? Yeah, this is a human player that... Oh, this is a human scav, I think. We just got greedy. I'm gonna eat the chips. This is the gun I picked up. Alt-T checks what's in the mag. About half. So we're 5 of 5. It uses 7.62 by 5.1. I don't have any of those spare bullets, but... Okay, where's the other guy I dropped? I mean, normally because these are computer characters, I don't expect they looted this island. I don't think they do. They kind of just run patrols. This is where the money maker is going to be. Let's see what's in here. Yeah. I'm going to talk about that other piece. Again, footsteps are loud in this game, but I am kind of checking that other body. Pretty sure this is not good. Exposing myself. Somebody could be watching me, but okay, there's a guy over there. When he crosses, I'll murder him. I cannot find this body right now. I'm pretty sure the second body I just looted is not the guy I killed. I'm somewhat certain. Fuck, it is. Super exposed right now. This is a terrible idea. I have some knowledge that at least that battery is going to be useful for trading in, bartering. Now, sometimes you are going to get the opportunities to get bigger backpacks. Maybe that is the guy, because I headshot him right there. Yeah? retracing my steps. Dead body. Is that the guy? Okay, maybe that was a guy. Alright, so let's make our way back. Have to be careful. This whole beach could have somebody. Got a little bit of fog that's gonna help. But it's going from literally here to that tunnel. It's gonna stress me out. Normally when me and Corey play, he goes on land. I'll cover from the boat. Thing is, you can't jump too high in this game. All makes noise, risk versus reward. I feel like this game does stress me out than PUBG. Alright, I'm gonna just get my stamina back. Because you'll notice sometimes when you get shot, you can't run. Like, you lose all your stamina. It's like getting the wind knocked out of you, depending on where you get hit. Or you'll lose a good chunk. So if you have less, you know, because you just ran, you're fucked. Alright, somebody was going to shoot me. They would have shot me now. So you see the extraction. I got to sit in the spot for 5 seconds. Pretty sure if you're shot at or you shoot, doesn't change the time. That's it. Successful extraction. That's escape from Tarkov. I mean, again, I got a little greedy at the end because I wanted to just demonstrate some of the action, some of the looting, but that's what it's about. So I'll show you real quick what it looks like, kind of like the after action report. So I survived. Here's some XP. Here are the 2 guys I got. Actually, both with headshots. Accuracy was low, 25%, but whatever. Murdered men. Well, actually, this menu is going to look a little bit different because when you win as a scav, your scav character will be on your left, and then your inventory will be on the right, and you drag everything over. This is going to take me right back to the main menu, where I'll basically sell stuff. So here's my character. Here's all the stuff I brought back. So, you know, we'll keep this. You know, bayonets, whatever. I mean, if you're stabbing people in this game, you fucked up. So, real quick, the alpha container. If you buy the more expensive version, it's a little bit bigger. But basically, if you die, you keep this. So this is stuff that will never, even if you die, it stays with you. What you'll notice in the game, and so I have a cabin key here, will be like certain stuff is locked and has a really good loot. So normally what I do is I stick like my keys and stuff because I'll never lose my keys. Here's a helmet I got. And I'm going to put basically the guns here. Probably going to sell that gun. Probably going to sell these attachments. Maybe I'll keep that. This is a suppressor. Oh, actually, you know what? This is basically the barrel I have on my gun right now. What's this? I'll keep this. I'll organize this later. I want to keep this. I'm going to put this somewhere. So I'm going to keep the A because I'm pretty sure I could barter that for something later. This is going to get sold. I kind of make a sell section up here. Keep the grenade. We're going to sell this. What is this? This is for the hunter, right? Yeah. We're going to keep that. Put it by the gun. Keep the bullets. I'm going to keep this in my inventory because I should have gone out with that. So I'm going to do that. And then basically what you're doing is you're going to trading. Now, you can take the time and figure out who, because like this gun is worth 22,000 to him. But if I go to the fence, it's worth 12. Some of these characters do their exchange in dollars, so that's worth $218 because this guy sells American equipment. So just stuff you gotta learn. It's not terrible. Just take some time. So you go to sell up here, drag and drop. Now nominally, because I put everything and organized it, this should go pretty quick. Stand by. I think I want to keep this because that goes with whatever that fucking gun is, the hunter. Mosin, there it is. I think I want to keep the pliers. I think I can sell that. Overall, that raid is worth 46. Nah, that is not a lot. We've gone back from raids that are like 200,000, 250. I can't sell the axe and the knife. Let me see who'll take them. I'll take them. This could be worth somewhere else, but I'm not gonna take the time. That's it. That's what is successful. And what I was talking about before, the barter system. So I click this tab. So this guy will take screws and bolts. You know, these are just the different items. I could trade in 3 cans of tuna for a gun. It doesn't have to make sense. But, you know. That guy's dollars. What was that? So, again, I'm pretty sure there's a guy here that'll take stuff for batteries. There's the Tetris I turned in once. Cowboy hats. Oh, it's a different set of pliers. Okay. Well, no, it's, this tool bag. I don't know what this does. Maybe you can sell it for a lot of money. I don't know. But anyhow, that's that. I'm gonna shut the video down and load it up.